Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University for Game 2 of a three-game GAC series between the SAU Mule Riders and your Ouachita Tigers. We are looking for another great matchup today between the Tigers and the Mule Riders. Yesterday it was a close one. The top-ranked SAU took Game 1 2-0. So you can hear the lineups there getting ready for Game 2. Take a quick pause for, I believe we're doing the national anthem. Take a quick pause for that, and we'll be back with the lineups. All right, it is time to play some Ouachita Tigers softball. Going over the lineups for both teams real quick. Very similar to what we saw yesterday for SAU. Catching and leading off is going to be number 17, Lena Suasua. We got first baseman number 11, Christina Hill. Third base number 1, Faith Otts. Designated player today is number 22, Elisa Favela. Second base is number 0, Jackson Dyson. Shortstop, number 37, Sarah Evans. Center field, number 9, Elise Casper. Left field, number 30, Rebecca Shepard. And number 2 in right field, Alyssa Miller. Pitcher today for SAU will be Sydney Wader. Now for the defensive positions that you'll be seeing from the Tigers here. Behind the plate will be Jillian Jones. We'll go in order of batting order here. Leading off will be Hope Wade, that shortstop. Center field is going to be number 14, Heather Brown. Third base is going to be number 24, Sloan Preeker. Catching today is number 7, Jillian Jones. First base is number 19, Madison Miller. Right field is number 6, Callie Jordan. Designated player today is number 8, Lauren Lester. Second base is number 11, Kirsten Shaw. And left field is number 21, Kendall Moyer. And in the circle today for Ouachita is going to be number 22, Nikki Schneider.
Number 17, Lina Suasua.
So Lina Suasua steps in here to lead things off for the Mule Riders. Batting .333 on the season this year is Suasua. First pitch from Schneider misses for ball 1. That one's going to be up high for ball 2. Yesterday, Suasua went 1 for 3, reached on an error, and walked. She walked and scored the first run in the top of the first inning for SAU yesterday. And that was going to find the zone for strike 1. Said Schneider on the mound. Schneider is a freshman for Ouachita. Comes in with a 3.15 ERA, an 0-1 record. This will be her second appearance and second start. That one's going to be left up for ball 3, and quickly we find a 3-1 count here. Pitched 6 2/3 innings in her one appearance. Opponent's batting .214 against her, and that one's going to be outside, so that'll be a leadoff walk from Schneider and put Suasua on the base path. It's kind of what we saw yesterday. Let's hope that we can settle in here and avoid getting a base runner to start this off like we had yesterday in game 1. Like I said, SAU took game 1 2-0 yesterday. That's going to be called strike 1. At the plate now is Christina Hill. Hill went 2 for 4 yesterday with 1 RBI. That one's going to be popped up. It'll come back out of play. Played over there by the concession stand. So that'll be strike 2. Schneider now ahead in the count. Washita wearing their purple jerseys with white pinstripe pants. SAU in full pinstripe today. That one's going to be left high. They're trying to get Hill to chase that one, so it'll be a 1-2 count now. The 1-2, that's going to be outside for ball 2. Count evens up. I said Schneider is a freshman pitcher here for Washita out of Glen Rose, Arkansas, majoring in biomedical sciences. So 2-2 count here with no out and a base runner on. That one's going to be high and inside for ball 3, and the count runs full. Coming into this game, she walked 3 in that first appearance. Like I said, she's walked 1 so far today. That one's going to be swung and missed for a strikeout, and out number 1. So Schneider gets her first strikeout of the day and gets Hill swinging. Got 1 out here, and that will bring up the third baseman, number 1, Faith Otts. That one is popped up. It's going to be into shallow center. Brown comes up and makes a grab for out number 2. Good job there. Good communication from the team. Brown did a good job calling off Wade and Moyer. Now we have 2 outs here and 1 on. And in steps Elisa Favela. First pitch finds the zone, strike 1. The 0-1, that's going to be popped out of play for strike 2. That's going to be swung, hit up to Shaw. She'll pitch it over to Miller at first and get out number 3. And just like that, that leadoff walk stays there at first. Didn't do any damage there. Great job by Washita. Keeping it at 0 runs. Great job by Schneider settling in, getting a strikeout and a flyout and then a ground out. So we'll head to the bottom half of the first inning. Score tied 0-0. You're watching Washita Softball on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. In the circle for SAU will be number 7, the right-handed pitcher, Sydney Wader. Get you some stats on Wader here in just a moment. This will be Wader's third appearance and third start of the season. She is 0-1 on the year with a 6.75 ERA. Opponents batting .333 against her. Let's hope that can continue today. And starting things off for the Tigers will be the shortstop, number 2, Hope Wade. Wade batting .372 on the season right now. First pitch will be called a strike for strike one. Yesterday, Wade went 1 for 4 yesterday. That one's going to be outside for ball one. The count will even up. The 1-1 pitch from Wader is going to be swung on and missed for strike two. Wade's going to have to battle here with 2 strikes. So the 1-2's on its way, and it'll be swung on and missed for strike 3. And that will bring up the center fielder, Heather Brown. Said Sydney Wader is a senior for SAU out of Valonia, Arkansas, transferred into SAU out of the University of Louisiana Monroe. First pitch to Brown's going to be low and outside, ball one. Going to be a great day for softball here. Looks like sun starting to come out here at Sully Anderson Field, wind blowing a little bit. That one's going to be called in for strike one. The 1-1 to Brown is going to be swung on, and it'll be hit foul right back into the plate. So that'll be strike two on Brown. Brown batting .306 now on the season. Making her 12th start of the season for the Tigers. That's going to be sent foul. Count will stay 1-2. We had to see the Tigers battle a lot with 2 strikes yesterday. It looks like we're going to have to see that again today. That one's going to be low for ball two. In her previous 2 appearances, Wader has walked 8 and struck out 7, so about even on that walk to strikeout ratio. That's going to be swung on and hit foul down the first base side. Count will stay at 2-2. Brown does have the advantage as being a lefty batter. Two on its way is going to be hit over to Evans at short, who'll fire it over to Hill, and in time by about 2 steps for out number 2. And that will bring up Sloan Preaker. You'll see Brown there give a quick hint to Preaker about what they're seeing from Wader. Preaker with one of the more interesting walk-up songs. It's a funny one. That is for sure. Preaker batting .357 right now. That one's going to be inside for ball one. Preaker, a senior here for the Tigers out of Canyon, Texas. On deck is Jillian Jones if Preaker can get on. That one's going to be strike one. Count evens up 1-1. Preaker having a good season so far here for the Tigers. Had a walk-off RBI a few weeks ago against Christian Brothers University. That one's going to be outside for ball two. So 2-1 count here for Preacher on the way. It's going to be swung on and right into the glove of Otts over there. That's one of those, look what I found there. Said Otts gets the lucky grab on that one, and that will do it for the first inning. Scoreless after 1 here at Sully Anderson Field. Take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Ouachita Baptist University, getting ready for inning number 2. Scoreless after 1 here. Due up for SAU. Will be 5, 6, and 7. That's going to be Dyson, Evans, and Casper.
Number 0, Jackson Dyson.
Schneider back at it in the circle for her second inning of work here today. Yesterday, Dyson went 0 for 3. First pitch from Schneider finds the zone for strike 1. Coming into this weekend, Dyson batting .364. That one's going to be up high, and it'll be ball 1. That's going to be hit into center field. Brown's going to have to go back to the fence, and it'll bang off the eye. It looks like it'll be double, and Dyson will stand up with a leadoff double there.
Number 37, Sarah Evans.
Now have a runner on second here as that brings up the shortstop, Sarah Evans. Evans batting .417 coming into this weekend. Went 1 for 3 yesterday. And that's going to hit Evans, so that puts base runners on first and second here.
Number 9, Elise Casper.
That will bring up Elise Casper with 2 runners on and nobody out for Schneider. Casper batting .308 coming into this weekend. Went 1 for 3 yesterday. Bunt there, it'll get down. Jones is going to pick it up, fire it over to Miller, get it in time, so we'll get 1 out, but runners will advance. So Tigers get 1 out. Now we've got runners on second and third. Wasn't quite sure if that one was going to get thrown in time, but Jones makes the throw over to Miller. Got to work out of a jam here. That one's going to be left up high for ball 1. Did see several double plays yesterday made by this Tiger infield. We'll see if they can do it again today. A double play here would be fantastic. Keep that momentum on their side. You don't want to let SAU strike first, but they're just 60 feet away from doing so. That one's going to be left outside for ball 2. So in the box now is Rebecca Shepard, the left fielder today. That one's going to miss for ball 3. This is Shepard's second appearance and first start of the season. Has yet to record a hit. A 2-1 count. And that's going to, oh no, it was a 3-0 count. So they'll head over there and that'll load the bases with 1 out.
Number 2, Alyssa Miller.
That'll bring up Alyssa Miller, the 9-hole batter. Miller went over 3 yesterday for the Mule Riders. That was going to miss for ball 1. That's going to be called for strike 1. The 1-1, left up high, ball 2. Two one's going to be hit to the play at the plate's in time. So they keep the run from scoring. Great play there by Schneider and Jones. Keep that run from scoring.
Number 17, Lina Suicide.
That one's going to be called for strike 1. That was a big out there that Schneider and Jones got with the play at the plate. Just one out away, getting out of this jam. That one's going to be left outside for ball 1. A 1-1 count here with 2 outs. Base is still loaded for the Mule Riders. That's popped up. It's going to be in foul territory. Preaker comes over, makes the grab, out number 3, and the Tigers get out of the jam with no runs scored by SAU. It's a fantastic job and some good determination and resilience there showed by the Tiger defense. So that does it for the top half of the second inning. SAU strands 3 on base after getting a couple hits. But that'll be it. So we'll head to the bottom half of the second inning. Still tied at 0. Due up for the Tigers will be Jones, Miller, and Jordan. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here at Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Getting ready for the bottom half of the second inning. Game tied 0-0. Anybody just joining just missed a great job by the Tiger defense. SAU had bases loaded with 1 out, and they get out of the jam with no runs scored. And leading things off here in the bottom half of the second inning will be Jillian Jones. Jones batting .333 on the season right now for the Tigers. The junior out of Inez, Texas. I was told before this game that I had been pronouncing it wrong, saying Inez for so far this season, but it is Inez, and I'll remember that for the rest of the season here. That one's going to be low for ball 1, the first pitch from Wader. Wader back out in the circle for her second inning of work. Tigers went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom half of the first inning. Let's see if they can avoid it here. That one's going to find the zone for strike 1. Jones slugging is at 667, dropped down a little bit. It was in the 700 yesterday. That one's going to be hit over to Evans at short, picked up, thrown across the diamond over there to Hill for out number 1. That'll bring up Madison Miller, the first baseman. She was yesterday's starting pitcher, but today she gets a start over there on first base. Miller batting .297 on the season right now. So her average went up just a little bit. It was sitting at .294 yesterday. She's going to hit that one. It'll go foul down the first base side. Too far for Hill to get there. So Miller's still trying to get to that 300 mark. She does have a third of all Ouachita home runs. She's got 2 of them, and Jones had the other 4. So she's got the power in the bat. You don't always see that with a pitcher. That one's going to be left outside for ball 1, and the count evens up. So it's not too often you see a starting pitcher that can also put some out of the park. The 1-1 is going to be swung on. It'll go foul down third baseline for strike 2. But speaking of pitchers that have the ability to hit them out, last night after the game 1 here, I went up to Benton to call the Benton-Bryant softball game, and their starting pitcher, Benton's starting pitcher, who happens to be an OBU softball commit, also went 3 for 3 with 4 RBI and 1 homer. So I was like, okay, future's looking bright. We'll have another Madison Miller. Is that one going to be hitting to the net? A great pitcher and also a great batter. So that was Tuesday Melton, the one for Benton. We'll see her here next year wearing the purple and white. One-two count here to Miller. Got a battle with 2 strikes. That one's going to be low. Ball 2. Count now 2-2. Oxford at third base, playing up a little bit. That one's going to be hit. It'll go foul down the right field territory. Hill goes over there, and it's going to land, so it'll stay at 2-2. Hill just about a step behind where she needed to be to get that one. So count stays 2-2. Miller doing a good job battling with 2 strikes. Saw this a lot yesterday from the Tigers. See another 2-2 pitch. That one's gonna be swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2. And that will bring up number 6, Callie Jordan. Jordan, a junior out of Crystal Beach, Texas. Batting .353 on the season for the Tigers. Got on base a few times yesterday. First pitch will find the zone for strike 1. That one's going to be hit right back to Wader. He'll throw it over to Hill for out number 3. So Tigers go 3 up, 3 down again. And we will head to the 3rd inning. Score still tied 0-0 here at Ouachita. Taking another quick break. We'll be right back here with the top half of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Schneider back out for her 3rd inning of work. Due up for SAU will be 2, 3, and 4. That's Christina Hill, Faith Otts, and Lisa Favela. Score still tied 0-0. So hopefully the Tigers can continue what they had in the first inning, or in the last inning there. Snyder seemed to settle down there at the end after allowing bases to get loaded. So leading off will be number 11, first base, Christina Hill. Jones is going to have to have a quick word with Schneider. Hill struck out back in the first inning. That was Schneider's first and only strikeout so far today. Yesterday, Hill went 2 for 4 with an RBI. That one's going to be left up for ball 1. So it'll be a 1-0 count here to Hill. That one's going to get the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Count evens up. A 1-1 count here. Tigers have allowed the leadoff base runner to reach both times. That one's going to come up and out of play and be back behind this way. Land on the hill. Got a decent crowd on hand here today at Sully Anderson Field. Out enjoying the nice weather. Stands are fairly full, and then you've got people sitting in lawn chairs all up around the top part of the hill. Schneider looking to get out number 1 here in the inning. That one's going to be left up high. It was a good snag there by Jones. The follow-through on that catch ended up hitting the ump in the mask. Jones had to make sure he was okay. That was a good catch there by Jones. If she didn't catch that one, I think that one might have actually hit the umpire in the mask. So I think the umpire would have rather had the glove hit there. That one's going to be popped up into foul territory. Preaker goes over on the run, makes the grab right before the fence for out number 1. Another great catch by Preaker over there at third base. And that'll bring up Faith Ott. She flew out to center her last time up in the first inning. That's 2 catches in a row for Preaker over there in foul territory at third base. That's what ended the second inning for SAU, was Preaker catching that pop-up, and then that one right there. Preaker only had about 2 feet before she hit that fence. That ball's going to be left up high for ball 1. So the 1-0 count from Schneider is going to be hit. That's going to go into left field territory. It's going to be foul, and it's going to get over out of play. So that'll be strike 1 on Otts. So 1-1 count from Schneider on the way. It's going to be left up and down for ball 2. So 2-1 count here on Otts. Nobody on base with 1 out. That's going to be hit deep into left center field. And it's going to be out here for a home run, solo home run, Faith Otts.
Number 22, Elisa Favela.
Hey, why you make your adjustment?
There's a deep shot to left center field there for Otts. So SAU strikes first. They go up 1-0 here in the top half of the third inning. Now stepping in will be Elisa Favela. 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out to second to end the first inning. That one's going to be high and outside for ball 1. That was the second home run Schneider has allowed so far this season. That one's going to be popped up, straight up. Jones goes over, trying to make it, gets under it, makes a basket catch grab for out number 2. A great catch there by Jillian Jones for out number 2. Looks like she kind of lost that one for a minute and couldn't really get her glove up to catch it up. So makes the old Willie Mays basket catch there. 2 outs here, nobody on. And that will bring up Jackson Dyson. Had a double to start the second inning. That was be left up high, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count here with 2 outs and nobody on. That's going to hit Dyson. She'll head on over to first. Second hit batter today for Schneider. You see Preaker there giving Schneider a little bit of encouragement. They still got 2 outs and a runner on. And that'll bring up Sarah Evans, who was hit her last time up last inning. Made it over to second. First pitch there finds the zone for strike 1. Jones with a pump fake over to first. Corners of the infield playing in a little bit. The 0-1 swung on. That's going to be hit foul down the left field line. It's going to hit the fence. That'll just be a long strike there. So no 2 count. Schneider looking to get out of the inning and leave the damage to 1. Looks like Coach Grimes wants to go ahead and have a quick word with Schneider out in the circle. I don't foresee that we'll have a pitching change here. Just a quick word of encouragement with Schneider. Trying to give it a little bit of encouragement here to get out of this inning, limit the damage to just that 1 solo home run. You see Coach Grimes heading back. Jones stood out just a little bit longer before coming on back to behind the plate. Schneider's heading the count 0-2 here on Evans. She's got the power to put it out. You don't want to give it right down to her. She'll pop that one up, and it's going to get into shallow. It'll be a base hit. Throw the third, not in time. We'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs. That'll bring up Elise Casper, who's 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. That was be hit over, and that was Wade who went over and made the grab to end the inning. SAU does get 1 run on the solo shot from Faith Odds, but that's all they get. So we head to the bottom half of the third inning. Number 1 SAU leading 1-0. Take a quick break. Be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
It's an ordinary day. Stephanie's driving home from school, like she does every day. Since she's almost home, she takes a quick glance at her phone, like she does every day. She arrives safely, like she does every day. It's another ordinary day. But then, something out of the ordinary happens. Distracted driving kills.
And welcome back to Washita Baptist University. Getting ready to start the bottom half of the third inning. SAU leading it 1-0. Due up for the Tigers will be 7, 8, 9. That'll be Lauren Lester, Kirsten Shaw, and Kendall Moyer.
Number 8, Lauren Lester.
First pitch will be called strike 1. Waiter back out for another inning of work. Lester batting .364 now for the Tigers. .1-0 count here. I'm going to miss for ball 1. That was going to be swung and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch about to be on its way from Waiter. That one's going to be outside. Good job laying off there by Lester for ball 2. That'll be swung on, so that'll be it hit her, but she swung, so that'll just be a dead ball strike there, so it'll stay at 2-2 count. Umpire's going to say it fouled off, so it wouldn't be just like it wouldn't be a strikeout there. Coach for SAU not real sure about that one. We'll have to talk with the umpires. They're saying on the swing and hit part of the bat, so it'll be a foul ball. Count will stay 2-2 here. Lester trying to win this battle. Going to have to battle here with 2 strikes. Lester's going to call time. Good job there making Waiter waste a pitch. Still 2-2 count here to Lester. That one's going to be outside for ball 3. Count runs full. Lester trying to be the first Tiger to reach base so far today. Two, and that'll be the first base runner of the day on the walk there for Lester. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 2, Kirsten Shaw. Update from right down the road at Cluck Soccer Field. The Washita women's soccer team and the women's soccer team of East Central are tied 0-0. First pitch will find the zone for strike 1. So we got a busy day for OSDN today. We've got the doubleheader here at Sully Anderson Field. And that one's going to find the zone for strike 2, so there'll be no 2 count. Like I said, we've got doubleheader for softball here, and then right down the road at Cluck Soccer Field, we've got a men's and women's soccer doubleheader as well. Women taking on East Central and the men taking on Rogers State University. The 0-2, that's going to be outside for ball 1. Shaw batting .312. This will be her 6th start of the season. Gone 5 for 16 so far. So swing at that one and miss for strike 3. And that will bring up Kendall Moyer. Moyer batting .200. Making her 11th start of the season, playing out in left field. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Moyer, like I said, Moyer batting .200 now. First plate appearance of the day. Swing at that one and miss for strike 1. The 1-1 will be chopped foul for strike 2. And Moyer is a junior at Lampasas, Texas. One, two. They're going to say she went on that check swing. There'll be another strikeout and out number 2.
Number 2, Hope.
4th strikeout of the day for Wader, and that'll send us back to the top of the lineup in Hope Wade with 2 outs and Lauren Lester over on first. Wade struck out to start things off back in the 1st inning. She'll hit that one over to Evans at short. He'll pick it up and fire it over to Hill, but not in time as Wade is safe. So that'll be the Tigers' first hit of the day. And that'll put runners on first and second as Lester advance on over to second base from first. SAU wants to go ahead and have a quick word with Wader out there in the circle. Umpire's going to brush off the home plate there. Like I said, stepping into the batter's box now is going to be Heather Brown, the center fielder today. Brown, a sophomore out of Mount Vernon, Texas, majoring in finance and marketing for the Tigers. That one's going to be hit foul down the right or down the left field line for strike 1. We saw some good 2-out hitting yesterday. They just couldn't get enough to get a run. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Lester out there at second. That is number 5, Emma McCorkle. Now we have McCorkle standing on second. McCorkle is a freshman out of Greenwood, Arkansas. Coach Grimes talking to the umpire there about this little change. McCorkle has gotten in mainly just as a pinch runner. Brown stepping back in here with an 0-1 count. 2 outs and 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. That one's going to be chopped foul for strike 2. Brown batting .297 now. For 1 on the day. No 2 from Wader. That's going to be outside. That'll be ball 1. That one's going to be left up high. The count will even up. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on for Ouachita. That's going to be chopped foul to the SAU dugout. Count will stay 2-2. Good job battling there by Brown at the plate. Wader back on the pitching rubber. 2-2 on the way again. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 3. The count runs full. Wader has walked 1 this inning. Walk here would load the bases. The 3-2 on his way, and it will be ball 4. That will load the bases for the Tigers.
Number 24, Sloan Preacher.
And that will bring up Sloan Preacher. Preacher stepping in here with bases loaded, 2 outs here. SAU with a 1-run lead. Base hit here could tie the game, if not give Ouachita a lead. First pitch will find the zone, strike 1. Preaker is 0 for 1 on the day, batting .349 now on the season. She lined out to third last time up. It was a good hit, just went right into Aunt's glove over there at third base. The 0-1 to Preaker. That one's going to be low, ball 1. One thing about Sully Anderson Field, there's not a lot of backstop space, so a pass ball might not necessarily score a run here. We haven't seen any pass balls from Wader today. That one's going to be inside, ball 2. The 2-1 on its way, swung and missed, strike 2. I'm not sure if that one would have been a strike to Preaker or not, but the count evens up 2-2. Preaker's got a battle here with 2 strikes. Two on its way, swung and hit right up the middle towards Evans. She'll bobble it, and Preaker makes it to first, and it'll be an RBI for Preaker, and we have a tie ball game here at Ouachita. A great piece of hitting there by Preaker. Evans bobbled it and couldn't get it up in time, and we're all tied up here as Jillian Jones, the catcher of Inez, Texas, heads to the plate. The home run threat for the Tigers. In a bit of a slump, hasn't hit one in a few games. Leads the team with 4. First pitch will find the zone for strike 1. Sid Jones batting .325 now. She was coming into this weekend batting .389. That one's going to miss outside for ball 1. Remember correctly, she went 0 for 4 yesterday against SAU. So we're all tied up here, 1-1 after a 2-out RBI. They're going to call an error on shortstop. That was going to be low for ball 2, or ball 3. Or I guess it's ball 2. They were quick on the scoreboard there, so it should be a 2-1 count. Doing a good job confusing the Chris Babburn graphics back there in the truck by going back and forth. But a 2-1 count here for Jones. That was going to be low, ball 3. 3-1 count now. So now it's a 3-1 count. They don't want to pitch it straight to Jones. She can easily put it out here. We were here yesterday for when they were taking batting practice. And we came here the other day to run some cables, which was on Thursday when they were taking batting practice too. And she was just launching them out to left field, left and right. Looks like Coach want to have a quick word out there in the circle with Wader. Tigers putting together a good performance here with 2 outs. Got Coach Macy Wilson over there at first base wearing about 2 or 3 different Evo shields on her left arm. 3-1 count to Jill Jones. The junior out of Inez, Texas. 3-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. 3-1 on its way, called, strike 2, and the count runs full. Fans weren't sure of that one, but he's going to call it a strike, and it'll be full count here. A chance to take the lead for Jones. Jones is due for a hit, and one here would be huge. The 3-2 on its way, swung on in, it's going to be foul. Jones stays alive to see another pitch. Wade was wasting no time. She was already close to home. Wade's got a lot of speed. She outran the throw to first. That one's going to be a hit. It'll bobble by Ott, so that'll be another base hit, an RBI. It'll be an error. The Tigers now take a 2-1 lead as Wade came home off the bat from Jones. All other runners advance, so bases stay loaded as number 19, Madison Miller, steps to the plate. They're going to score it as an error on Ott. Miller tried to call time but didn't get it. She'll swing at that one for strike one. Jones was due to get on base, and there it was, and it puts Tigers up 2-1 over the number 1 team in the country, SAU. Miller struck out her first time up. She'll swing at that one for strike two. They're going to have to battle here 2 strikes. Wader has pitched quite a few balls this inning. It's going to be hard to lay off here with 2 strikes. We'll see what Miller does. The 0-2, that's going to be fouled, so the count will stay 0-2. They're also due for a big hit. Batting .289 on the season. On deck is Callie Jordan, batting .343. That one's going to miss for ball 1. Count goes to 1-2. Miller has 4 RBI to her name this season. Looking to add to it here. We got Brown at third, Precure at second, Jones at first. Miller at the plate. She'll hit that one. It'll be fouled down the left field line. Count stays 1-2. Tigers really putting together some great 2-out hitting here, or 2-out plate appearances. Said Lester got on a walk to start, then it was 2 straight strikeouts, and all the rest of these, all the runs come with 2 out. That's going to be ball 2. Count evens up. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Washita leads at 2-1 with bases loaded here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Washita trying to extend their 1-run lead. Wader gets a sign, winds it up, pitches it, and it'll be popped up out of play. Miller stays alive to see another pitch. Count stays 2-2. Wind blowing slightly in from left to right. The 2-2 pitch on the way from Wader. Up high, ball 3. I'm not sure if that was a Ronnie's ball trying to get Miller to chase, or it slipped out and stayed high. Either way, the count runs full here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, full count. Payoff pitch on the way, and it's going to be fouled back out of play above the hill. Miller stays alive to see another payoff pitch from Wader. Payoff pitch again is going to be popped up. It'll be in foul territory. Hill goes over, gets under it, and makes the grab to end the inning there. But that'll do it for the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Tigers were able to answer back and get 2 runs. They now hold a 2-1 lead over the number 1 SAU Mule Rider. We'll take a quick break, and we will be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And we're back here at Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the 4th inning. Nikki Snyder back out for her 4th inning of work. Due up for the Mule Riders will be 8, 9, and 1. That's Rebecca Shepard, Alyssa Miller, and Lina Suasua. So Snyder had settled down there. Giving up the 1 run. Giving up 1 run and 3 hits so far. Walked 2 and struck out 1. See Jones come back out here after getting gear on to catch. Now stepping into the batter's box will be Rebecca Shepard. She walked last inning, made it to second. See if Schneider can continue pitching well out there in the circle for Ouachita. First pitch finds the top part of the zone, strike one. No one count here to Shepard. 1-0, that's going to be left up high, ball one. The 1-1 count here on Shepard. That one's going to find the zone. Strike two. Should be a 1-2 count now. Yep, 1-2 count. That one's going to be left up high. Count will even up at 2-2. Two is going to be popped up. Shaw comes over, calls him off, makes the grab out number one.
Number 2, Alyssa Owen.
A halftime update from down the road at Cluck Soccer Field. ECU and Ouachita women's teams are tied at 0. Ouachita recently had two of the women's soccer players named Players of the Week. One was Defender of the Week. That was Hannah Thompson, who scored in the 90th minute. That one's going to be popped up. It'll be close out of play. Jones goes over, and it'll hit just out of play by about 2 feet, and that'll be strike one. So they had Hannah Thompson, who scored in the 90th minute of a match last week to give the Tigers a walk-off win. And then you also had Emma Snow, who's the goalkeeper of the week for the GAC. A lot of good things going on down there at Cluck Soccer Field. 0-1 count now on Alyssa Miller, who is 0 for 1 on the day with fielder's choice. That was going to miss for ball one. One out, nobody on here. Ouachita leading at 2-1. That one's going to be called strike two. Good outside pitch there from Schneider. But Schneider, a freshman out of Glen Rose for Ouachita. Majoring in biomedical sciences. That one's going to be popped straight up. Schneider said she's got it. No, Precure calls her off, and Precure makes the grab. Another pop-up catch for Precure gives us 2 outs here, and that'll take us back to the top of the lineup. And Lina Suasua, who is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Walk and a pop-up to third. You know, Schneider is one of the big reasons that Coach Grimes is here at Ouachita. After Coach Leslie Dean resigned back in the end of December, early part of January due to health reasons, Schneider texted her pitching coach, who was Janie Grimes, Coach Grimes' wife, and said, "Hey, our coach just resigned." The Grimes were on vacation in Colorado at the time. But it was after that text, Coach Grimes decided to reach out to Ouachita and see if they wanted him to become the next head coach. And after a short interview process, that's going to be hit down fouled for strike one. So after a quick interview process, Grimes became the new head coach here at Ouachita and is starting to right the ship for a program that has struggled in the past few seasons. That one's going to be hit straight to Shaw for out number 3. All speed there, was hit hard, and just Shaw didn't even have to move, just put her glove up and made the grab for out number 3. And that will do it for the top half of the 4th inning. SAU goes 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. No runs crossed. Ouachita still leads at 2-1. We'll be right back here at the bottom half of the 4th inning. You're watching Ouachita Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Ouachita Baptist University.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Getting ready to start the bottom half of the 1st inning, or bottom half of the 4th inning. Tigers leading 2-1 over SAU. Due up here is going to be Callie Jordan. It's going to be Jordan, Lester, and Shaw. That's going to be hit up the middle. It'll be grabbed by Evans. No throw over to first. That'll be a hit for Jordan. So leadoff single there for the Tigers. Gets a runner on. Good hit there by Jordan, who's batting .343 coming in. That'll bring up Lauren Lester. 0 for 0 with a walk today. Well, her pinch runner is the one who scored the first run. She was out there on second. They gave her a pinch run. That's going to be hit into center field. Casper's going to come up. Made the grab. Thought she might have dropped it, but she'll make the catch for out number 1. Good effort out there by Casper. That'll bring up the second baseman, Kirsten Shaw. Oh, actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter in Kellen Church. We'll see if she replaces Shaw at second or not, but Church coming in to bat now. Church batting 1,000 for the Tigers. This will be her second game played in. She played against Christian Brothers game 2 about 2 weeks ago. Went 3 for 3 and beat out the throws to first all 3 times. All 3 were infield singles. You don't see that often. Church has a lot of speed. Also a volleyball player here for Ouachita. She's a freshman out of Jonesboro. First pitch will find the zone for strike 1. Like I said, Church is also a main starter for the Ouachita volleyball team. The main setter. Leads the volleyball team in assists so far this season. That one will miss the zone low. Ball 1. The count evens up. So a great athlete in Kellen Church. Was all district, all conference, and all state in volleyball, conference, and softball in high school. She'll hit that one foul, nor is the Ouachita dugout. Preaker will scoop it up. That'll be strike 2. Church has scored 1 run this year, so we'll swing at that one and miss for strike 3 and out number 2.
Number 21, Kendall Moyer.
That was the 5th strikeout of the day for Wader, and that'll bring up Kendall Moyer, who struck out last inning. 2 outs here. Moyer batting .194 on the season. She'll hit that one straight to Otts over at first. The throw over to Hill is going to be in time. It's going to be close, but it was in time for out number 3. Tigers go 4 up, 3 down in that one, and that'll do it for the 4th inning. Tigers still leading number 1 SAU 2-1 though as we get ready for the top half of the 5th inning. Take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say
Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Oakita?
Searching for Washita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Washita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
Heard it there on the commercial. It is Washita, and Washita is leading it 2-1 here. We start the top half of the fifth inning. Due up for SAU is going to be 2, 3, and 4. That is Christina Hill, Faith Otts, and Elisa Favela. Christina Hill is 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout and a pop-up to first. That Hill went 2 for 4 yesterday. First pitch from Schneider's going to be back up, but Schneider's back out for her 5th inning of work. Schneider pitched almost a complete game for her first appearance, 6 2/3 inning. That pitch finds the zone for strike one. It's a 1-1 count. And it looks like the switch there for Kellen Church to bat was just a pinch hitter there as Shaw's back out at second base for the Tigers. That one's going to be left up high. Ball 2. The 2-1 pitch about to be on the way. That one's going to be hit. That'll be down for a base hit. Looks like Hill's going to look 2, but stay at first. The leadoff single there for SAU. But that will be the 4th hit of the day for SAU. That'll bring up Faith Otts. 1 for 2 on the day with a solo home run. That's the 1 run SAU has so far. Schneider will step off the rubber. That's going to be hit into center field. Brown's going to have to go back to the wall. Makes the grab a few feet from the fence. Runner does not tag, so we'll throw in. That'll be a quick 1 out there. Good job by Brown to get back and make that grab. That brings up Elisa Favela, who's 0 for 2 on the day. That one's going to hit Favela. She'll go to first base. Then they'll put 2 runners on with 1 out. Like coach for SAU to have a quick work. Looks like we're going to have a runner there for Favela. That's going to be looks like it was number 13. That is now on first base. So that is Natalie Phillips, freshman out of Hope, Arkansas. One out here and 2 runners on. Washita leading by 1. That pitch is going to be swung in and missed by Dyson for strike 1. Dyson is 1 for 1 on the day. She's been hit once and had a double back in the second inning. That one's going to be left up high and outside for ball 1. Count evens up 1-1. A 1-1 pitch on the way from Schneider. That's going to be fouled back into the net. Strike 2. Bit of an off-speed pitch there from Schneider. One-two count here. Schneider looking to get out number 2. Got 2 runners on for SAU. That one's going to be fouled back into the net. Dyson battling with 2 strikes. Another 1-2 pitch on the way from Schneider. It's going to be left high, ball 2. So 2-2 count here on Schneider. Swung out and missed. A big strike 3 and out number 2. Second strikeout of the day for Schneider. That'll bring up Sarah Evans, who is 1 for 1 on the day with a hit by pitch and singled back in the third. 2 outs here. Tigers looking to get out of the jam with a runner in scoring position. That one's going to find the zone. Good pitch there from Schneider. Strike 1. The 0-1 swung that and popped straight up. That's coming right over here towards me. That was close. Just about a foot or 2 out of the way there. I was watching that one. 0-2 count now. I was really hoping that was going to be a little bit closer so I could catch it, but that one didn't happen. Wind blowing straight in now from center field. 0-2 count now on Evans. Tigers trying to get out of the inning. That pitch is going to be popped up, out of play. We'll see another 0-2 count. One thing about Sully Anderson Field, don't have a press box, so you gotta stay on your toes here. The 0-2, high, ball 1. Good pitch there by Schneider. 1-2 count now. The 1-2. That's going to be hit into center field. Brown's going to come up, gets under it, makes the grab, out number 3, inning ends. The Tigers maintain this 1-run lead after SAU threatened it with runners on first and second there. But they don't get any to cross, and that'll do it for the top half of the 5th inning. Due up for the Tigers in the bottom half, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. It's Hope Wade, Heather Brown, and Sloan Preaker. Take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Wichita Sports Digital Network.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Getting ready for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Tigers lead it 2-1 over number 1 SAU. To do up for the Tigers we're at the top of the lineup, so Hope Wade about to step into the batter's box.
Number 2, Wade.
Wade is 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Looking to continue that here. Batting .378 on the season. First pitch will find the zone for strike one. Washita now in 6th place in the GAC after yesterday's loss. That's when we swung on and fouled for strike two. Wade now behind 0-2. But still, being at 5-4 and about middle of the pack in the GAC is a lot better than they were last year. About this time when everything got canceled, they were 1-11 in conference play overall, and that's going to be called strike three, and the strikeout looking for Hope Wade. Route number one. So that'll bring up Heather Brown. Brown is 0 for 1 of the day with a walk. Like I said, this time last year, they were 14th in the GAC, 1-11 in conference before everything got shut down due to COVID about a year ago today. That's going to be hit down the third base line. It'll be just foul. Strike one on Brown. Leading the way in the GAC is Southeastern Oklahoma, who is 6-1 in conference and 10-1 overall. The 0-1 inside, ball one. Low, ball two. Two one is going to be hit right up the middle. Dyson goes over to get it, gets the throw, and Brown beats out the throw for an infield single. Good job there by Brown, showing off some speed there. Dyson had to move over it because that was pretty much straight up the middle. And that'll bring up Sloan Precure. Precure 0 for 2 today. She's reached on air and lined out the third one. But on that error, she did drive in a run. First pitch will find the zone for strike one. So the Tigers with a 1-run lead here, looking to extend it with 1 out and 1 runner on. Precure will show bunt, but it'll be called strike two. So she will be swinging here at this one. O2 count on Precure. Waiter winds up, and she'll send that one into third. It'll get down, so that'll be a base hit with 1 out for Precure. Gets her first hit of the day. And that'll bring up Jillian Jones. Jones technically 0 for 2, but hit and caused an error over that third that reached on base and brought in the second run. Jones due for a hit here. Struggled the past couple games. That one's gonna be called strike one. But Jones is due for a hit and definitely due for a home run overall. She leads the team with 4. It should be a 0-1 count. Look at that one and miss. Strike two. So 1 out and 2 runners on now for the Tigers. It's an 0-2 count. She'll swing at that one right back to Wader, who'll throw over third to get the force out. Jones will make it to first on the fielder's choice, but they'll get the lead runner in Brown. And that'll bring up Madison Miller. Miller 0 for 2 on the day, now batting .282. First one will miss the zone, ball one. 2 outs here and 2 runners on. Still at first and second. We got Precure on second, Jones over at first base. That's when we swung and missed. Count evens up 1-1. Tigers need to get a couple more runs here just to be safe, as SAU can quickly come back. But they are number 1 in the country for a reason. SAU, or like I said yesterday, it was a close one. That one's going to be swung, and it'll be hit right to the first baseman, Hill, who step on first for out number 3. That'll do it for the 5th inning of play. Washita still leads at 2-0. We'll take a quick break, see a commercial. We'll be right back here with the 6th inning. We'll be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful, so don't do it. The text can wait.
Thanks.
Anytime. And now...
Remember, the text can wait.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
And welcome back to Washita Baptist University. Washita leads number 1 SAU 2-1. Both teams have 4 hits, and SAU's committed 2 errors. Getting ready to start the top half of the 6th inning. Snyder back out for her 6th inning of work. And due up will be 7, 8, and 9. So the bottom half of the lineup here for SAU. It's Casper, Shepard, and Miller. Casper's at the plate right now, the center fielder. First pitch finds a zone, strike 1. An update from down the road. Washita women's soccer team now leads it 1-0. That was going to miss outside, ball 1. But with 30 minutes left in the soccer match down the road, Washita women's lead ECU women's 1-0. After the goal by Ashlyn Heckman. There's an update from down the road. 1-1 count here. Going to be hit foul, so it'll be strike 2. Hit on land, or it'll land on top of the concession stand there. Casper is 0 for 2 today. That one's going to be outside. And Casper is 1 for 0 because 1 was a sacrifice bunt. That one's going to be hit up and fouled in foul territory. Preaker goes over, calls him off, says she got it, and she gets another ball over in foul territory for out number 1. That'll bring up Rebecca Shepard, who is 0 for 1 on today with a walk. Swung on in, missed by Shepard for strike 1. Schneider has really settled in now after a There's a few shaky instances there, but has had a good performance out there in the circle for Ouachita today. Wind still blowing in, slightly left to right. Looks like the scoreboard has gone out here. Oh, back up. There we go. The 0-1. Just outside. A great pitch there by Schneider for ball one. Good job by Shepard to lay off on that pitch, as that was a very good one from Schneider. The 1-1 going to be fouled right back into that net for strike two. It's a 1-2 count now for Schneider on Shepard. Shepard popped out to short back in the fourth inning and walked back in the second. The 1-2 up high, ball two. Two count here. One out, top half of the sixth inning. Ouachita leads at 2-1. The 2-2 just outside the zone there. That was a pretty pitch there from Schneider. Full count. Crowd wasn't so sure about that one, but it is a full count here. We'll see a payoff pitch on the way from Schneider. That's going to be fouled back into the net. Count will stay full. Jones will go over there and get that foul ball. It's still full count here. One out, nobody on for SAU. The payoff pitch on the way is going to be hit up into foul territory. Preeker's going to go over, watches it. Going to be shy, and she'll run into a chair. Preeker pops up. Looks like she's good, so it'll just be another foul ball. And good job there. Good effort there by Preeker going over and tracking that one. Just ended up running into a chair. Couldn't make the grab. So full count. Once again, one out, nobody on. Corners playing in. Payoff pitch on the way from Schneider. Hit, foul. Once again, we'll see another 3-2 pitch. Payoff pitch on the way once again. That's going to be hit into center field. Brown comes up, gets under it, calls it off, makes the grab out number two. So 2 outs here with nobody on for SAU. And that will bring up. Looks like we have a pinch hitter in for SAU. That's number 24. She's batting for Alyssa Miller. 24. Let's check the roster here. That is McKenna Sykes. The pinch hitting for the right fielder Miller. That one's to be up high now for ball one from Schneider. Sykes batting 1,000. She's got 2 hits in her 2 at-bats on the season. A 2 RBI. So similar to what we saw in church when they came across. That's going to be lined at foul. Hard hit ball foul. Sykes is a junior out of Van Buren, Arkansas, and transferred in out of Jones County Junior College. So 1-1 count here on Sykes. That was going to miss for ball 2. Snyder needs to settle in here and get out of this inning. Like I said, nobody's on. You got 2 outs. You can go and get out and head to the bottom half of the 6th. 2-1 count. Swung on, popped up. Brown comes in, but it looks like Shaw comes over, and shortstop Wade calls him off and gets the grab to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go the Mule Riders, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Tigers up 2-1. We'll take a quick break, be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee that gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
At the time, I just wasn't thinking. I used social media to vent. I wish I would have thought about the effects of scaring people. I didn't mean for that to happen. People took it as a terrorist threat. The university got shut down. I got arrested by the FBI. Now, I don't know what my future looks like. I search my name on the web almost every day. Look at the stuff. It's not going away. Think before you post.
And welcome back here to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Tigers lead it 2-1 over the top-ranked SAU Mule Riders. And leading things off here is going to be right fielder Callie Jordan. They've got 6, 7, and 8 due up. That's Callie Jordan, Lauren Lester, and Kirsten Shaw. She'll hit that one straight up over to Dyson at second. He'll throw over to Hill at first for out number 1. A quick one out there for Jordan. So that will bring up Lauren Lester. Lester 0 for 1 of the day with a walk and a run scored. Batting .353 now on the season. That one's going to be high and outside. Technically, it does not go under down as a run scored, I guess, because we had a pinch runner come in. That was Emma McCorkle. But it was Lester who got him on base. 1-0 count here. Also misses. Ball 2. Waiters walked 2 today. Struck out 6. Waiter out there for his 6th inning of work. That one's going to be that's going to be high for ball 3. Should be 3-0 count now. Lester trying to work her 2nd walk of the day in. She'll hit that one foul. Gonna go out of bounds or out of play. Scoreboard says 2-2, but I thought it'd be 3-1. We'll see what the umpire says here shortly. It's 2-2. I miscounted on that one. So a 2-2 count here on Lester. And that one misses. Waiter was not sure about that one. So that one misses. Count runs full. 3-2 with 1 out. Like I said, Lester trying to work her 2nd walk. 3-2 on the way. And it's going to be called strike 3. Lester thought it was going to be a ball. Strikeout looking. Not sure on that one. So it looks like Shaw will be back in there to hit now. So Shaw comes in here with nobody on and 2 outs in the top half or the bottom half of the 6th inning. Tigers lead it 2-1. Really want to get some more insurance runs here. Swing at that one for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way from Waiter. That one's going to be hit foul down the first baseline for strike 2. So no 2 count here. Shaw's got a battle. That's going to be outside. Ball 1. 1-2 count now on Shaw with 2 outs and nobody on. That one's going to be hit over to Evans at short. It'll go through her legs, and that'll be a base runner there for the Tigers. Probably scored as another error. But either way, Shaw heads on over to first, and that'll bring up Kendall Moyer. Moyer's 0 for 2 on the day, batting 188. She has struck out once. She got on base yesterday with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. See what she can do with 2 outs here today. That one will be hit. It'll go foul, though, so that'll be strike 1 on Moyer. The 0-1 to Moyer will be check swing. It says she didn't go, so it'll be ball 1. Umpire out in the field says she did go around, so it'll be strike 2. It'll be 0-2 count now on Moyer. Didn't think she went, but the umpire out at first said she did. That one's going to be outside, ball 1. So 1-2 count now on Moyer with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch from Waiter on the way to Moyer is going to be swung on and fouled down, so Moyer stays alive with 2 outs. You're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Washita leading 2-1. The 1-2. That one's going to miss out. Count evens up 2-2. So 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Got 1 runner on for Washita. Washita leads it 2-1. Two on the way, and it'll be fouled off. Moyer stays alive. Moyer doing a good job battling it there with 2 strikes and also 2 outs. Count stays 2-2. Two on its way again. It'll be hit up the middle. Evans gets stunner. Evans again. It'll bounce off Evans' shoe. That'll put 2 runners on as we head back to the top of the lineup. That's 2 straight errors off of Evans out there at short. So that'll bring up Hope Wade. And it looks like we're going to have a swap out there at short as Evans gets pulled after 2 errors in a row that allow 2 base runners. That's going to bring up number 5 in Rebecca Fajardo out of Waco, Texas.
Now batting number 2, Hope Wade.
Well, either way, Tigers are back up to the top of the lineup in Hope Wade. Wade 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored, batting .370 on the season, the shortstop for the Tigers. He said Wade, a sophomore for Washita, Fort Worth, Texas, and Fossil Ridge High School. Majoring in elementary education. That one will go down. It'll be ball 1. Tigers now have a runner in scoring position with Shaw out on second base. Trying to make something work here with 2 outs. That one's going to be hit right up to Waiter to bounce off of. Nobody's there to cover first. Bases loaded. Wade sent that one right back where it came from. and it went off of Wade's ankle.
Number 14, Heather Brown.
And looks like Wade wasn't really sure where that one went. She kind of stood there and looked at it for a second. But either way, we've got bases loaded here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Washita looking to extend their lead as Heather Brown steps into the plate. Brown 1 for 2 today with a walk. Watch first pitch go by for strike 1. SAU crowd has been making their presence known today. The 0-1, that's going to be fouled down the first baseline, picked up by Hill. That'll be out number 3. The Tigers threaten. Coach Grimes wants to go out there and have a quick word about saying it hit her foot, but we'll see what they say. Coach Grimes not happy about it, but they're saying it should have been a foul ball. But that'll do it for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Washita leads it 2-0. Head to the top half of the 7th inning. Last chance for SAU here. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the 7th inning. Tigers lead it 2-1 over the top-ranked SAU Mule Riders. If Tigers can hold them off here, they'll take game 2, and the series will be tied. Schneider back out in the circle for her 7th inning of work. It's her game to finish. We've got the top of the lineup here for SAU. So 1, 2, and 3, and Suasua, Hill, and Otts. Suasua is 0 for 2 with a walk today. She walked to start the game and then's gotten out twice in a row. First pitch finds his own, strike 1. Good pitch there by Snyder. The 0-1 is going to be hit into left field. Moyer goes back, makes the grab on the one, on the run, out number 1. Good job by Moyer out there in left, going over making that grab. So 1 out here, and that will bring up Christina Hill. Hill is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Got a hit made to the second base back in the 5th inning. One out here, nobody on. First pitch from Snyder is going to be high and outside. Ball 1. Rise ball there stays up. Ball 2. Snyder needs to settle in here. Just focus on the pitch at hand. 2-0 called, strike 1. 2-1 count now. So 2-1 count now on Hill. Also outside, ball 3. Should be 3-1. We'll see the call from the umpire. 3-1. Do not want to walk a batter here. Shiner needs to settle in here. Pitch a strike, and if contact's made, let the defense do the work. So 3-1 on its way. It's going to be hit right up the middle. Shaw goes over, grabs it backhand, fires over to Miller, gets the throw in time, out number 2. Tigers now just 1 out away from upsetting the number 1 team in the country. A great play there by Shaw at second base, grabbing that one backhand and getting the throw to Miller in time. And now stepping into the plate is Faith Ott, who is 1 for 3 on the day, but does have a home run, the lone run for SAU. Got 2 outs here, top half of the 7th inning. First pitch is going to be popped up into center field. Brown gets under it, tracks it down, makes the grab, out number 3, and the Tigers upset SAU 2-1 after a complete game by Nikki Schneider. Tigers win it 2-1, and the series is tied up at 1 apiece. What a great game there by the Tigers. You see Coach Grimes waving everybody, cheering up, or getting the fans riled up. A great coaching job, great job by the entire Tiger team today. Final score of Game 2, Tigers win it 2-1 over the top-ranked SAU Mule Riders. The line score here, SAU scores 1 run on 4 hits, and they had 4 errors. Washita plates 2 on 5 hits and play a clean, no-error softball game to upset number 1 SAU and tie the series up at 1 apiece. Just a fantastic game here by the Washita Tiger softball team. There'll be about a 30-minute break, and we'll have a new stream to start for Game 3. It's a decisive rubber match here at Sully Anderson Field. Series is tied here at 1-1. Once again, Washita wins it 2-1. Be back here in 30 minutes. I've been Matthew Branch for OSDN. Our camera people have been Bailey Redden up on the center field camera. We've had Mara Gillespie out in center field. You had Luke Robertson, Chris Babb, and Henry Henley in the trailer. I said be back here in about 30 minutes for the decisive Game 3 rubber match. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you here in 30 minutes. You've been watching the Washita Sports Digital Network.
Washita Baptist University.